problematical. It's a problem, but it's also very American. We are a violent nation in many ways. We have a history of political violence of various types, from assassinations of presidents to the killing of Elijah Lovejoy in 1837, to John Brown's raid on Harper's Ferry in 1859, uh, the tarring and feathering of the sellers of stamps during the Stamp Act during the Revolutionary period. Americans have turned to violence in times of stress, and it's sadly not new.
How do you think we can mend the division in today's political environment?
Well, the usual answer is understanding, talk, dialogue, emphasizing democracy and the democratic way, which is you engage with other people. They are not the enemy, they are the opposition, and you look for common ground. And uh, we need to understand that those that we disagree with politically are still Americans with a love of this nation and with the best interests of this nation at heart. They just disagree with you about how to do it. And engagement with these individuals is a good thing, something that furthers peace in society.
You mentioned that the American nation has had a history of violence. Why do you think that the answer so many times has been just violence?
I'm not sure why, just that it is. Uh, Take, for example, the John Brown's raid in 1859. He saw slavery as a intrinsic evil and slaveholders as evil people who needed to be washed away in blood to cleanse the nation of this sin. He attacks Harper's Ferry. He is captured. The Southerners respond to this in a similar vein of, oh my God, the abolitionists are out to kill us. And that tension helped fuel secession in 1860, in 1861, and ultimately the Civil War. So it's viewing the other side as a existential threat. We can't do that. We have to view them as fellow Americans. And it's not easy to do. People look at the other side, they see something very different than what they want, what they believe, what they think, what they feel, and they see it as a threat to their way of life. They have to accept the diversity that is America. And that's not an easy thing for people to do.
You drew comparison to something that happened during the Civil War. Do you think that we are reaching a Civil War-like boiling point?
I think that we are seeing two sides that view the other existentially as a threat to our way of life. The left views Donald Trump and the right as engaging in a uh, fascist moment, an effort to create fascism, a fascist government for America. The right views the left as engaging in moral and ethical attacks on a way of life that is very American. To the extent that we see the other side as an existential threat, as something that is out to destroy something fundamental about America, we have the potential of engaging in civil-like thinking. Now, whether that will result in a civil war, probably not, but it will and does result in a rise in belief that violence is, if not an answer, perhaps the answer to save something special, something intrinsically good. And each side looks at that other side. Now, I will say that right now, most of the violence is coming from one side of this debate. Uh, but the potential for both sides to engage in violent behavior is there.